An early model of the hydrogen atom depicted the electron revolving around the proton, much like Earth revolving around the Sun. The proton and electron both have mass, so they exert a gravitational force upon each other. They also have charge, so they exert an electric force on each other. So we have both electrical force, and we have gravitational force. Part A is asking the distance between electron and proton in the hydrogen atom is 5.3 times 10 to the power of negative 11 meter, and the charge of each is 1.6 times 10 to the power of negative 19 Coulomb. Obviously, proton is positive and electron is negative. The mass of electron is 9.11 times 10 to the power of negative 31 kilograms, and the mass of proton is 1.67 times 10 to the power of negative 27 kilograms. Calculate the ratio of the electric force, Fe, to the gravitational force, Fg. So what I can do, electrical force is, based on Coulomb's law, K times Q1 times Q2 divided by R squared. K is Coulomb's constant. It is 8.99 times 10 to the power of 9. Q1 and Q2 are the charges of two particles. We have electron and proton. Both of them have the same charge. So it's going to be 1.6 times 10 to the power of negative 19 to the power of 2. And R is the distance between proton and electron, which is also given 5.3 times 10 to the power of negative 11. So 5.3 times 10 to the power of negative 11 to the power of 2. So electrical force, the answer will be 8.193 times 10 to the power of negative 8 Newton. On the other hand, we need to find out the gravitational force. Gravitational force is G times M1 times M2 divided by the distance between both of them squared. G is the gravitational constant, that's 6.67 times 10 to the power of negative 11 times mass of electron times mass of proton, 9.11 times 10 to the power of negative 31 times 1.67 times 10 to the power of negative 27 divided by 5.3 times 10 to the power of negative 11 to the power of 2. That is gonna give us 3.613 times 10 to the power of negative 47 Newton. Now the question asks us to find out the ratio of electric force to the gravitational force, which is Fe divided by Fg. Fe is 8.193 times 10 to the power of negative 8 divided by 3.613 times 10 to the power of negative 47. That's going to give me 2.3 times 10 to the power of 39. So it means that the electrical force between electron and proton of the hydrogen atom is 2.3 times 10 to the power of 39 times the gravitational force between the same particles. Let's do the part B. Part B, it says, determine the acceleration of the electron caused by both the electric force and the gravitational force. So the acceleration based on the electrical force is Fe divided by Me. That is, Fe is 8.193 times 10 to the power of negative 8 divided by Me, which is the mass, 9.11 times 10 to the power of negative 31. That's going to give me 9 times 10 to the power of 22 meters per second squared. Now the gravitational acceleration is going to be Ag Fg divided by Me. That is 3.613 times 10 to the power of negative 47 divided by 9.11 times 10 to the power of negative 31. That's going to be 4 times 10 to the power of negative 17 meters per second square. So these are the acceleration of the electron caused by electric force, and also acceleration of the electron caused by gravitational force.